TUTU, and you're welcome to a fresh and another exciting episode of Tea with TUTU. We have in the studio here with me, Mr. Pelumi. Good to have you back.
Thank you for having me again.
You're welcome. So today, see the way I'm shining my teeth. Because the way I'm shining my teeth is because we have something interesting to discuss. And that is jealousy. You know, jealousy is a worm, it's a canker worm.
I like the word
canker worm. It eats deep into the life of people. And some people have this thing, but they don't even know their life is so much filled with hatred and jealousy until the situation comes up, and then they see themselves starting to manifest some tell where's this thing coming from. So Pelumi, how do we deal with jealousy?
Anyway, I like what you said about jealousy, that jealousy is a canker worm. And you know, in John chapter 2, I was talking about you restore the years that canker worm had eaten.
Yeah. So
there's a way that if you allow jealousy to get to you, it can eat up some part of you. And then it should take a lot of time to get to recover that part of that had been eaten up. Why? Practically, if I have something and you're jealous of what I have, and you're not just jealous, but you're expressing the jealousy to me. Now, there's a way that when that jealousy gets to me, I'm wondering about, it is mine.
Yeah. Why are you so evil?
Why are you such a hater? Why are you hating on me?
Yeah.
And I allow that to get to me. Two things. If I really like you, if you're my friend, there's a way that is either I want to stop, I want to really cut down what I am doing and not totally express to you because why I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
So there's a way that in a way it stops my expression. And sometimes when our expressions are starting to cut off, it makes us start to live a low life just in respect of other people's feelings.
Yeah.
And that is why it's a canker worm.
And when you start to live a low life, because you are trying to be mindful, I don't want to hurt this person, you are not fully manifesting
your awful potentials and all the things that you really have. Because, for example, let's say somebody that is gifted in a lot of areas.
Yeah.
Like, you can talk, you can engage people, you have some set of leadership abilities. Only you can do like 5 things. And you have this your friend that just, all that he does, he can draw.
Yeah.
You can't draw. In fact, in your heart of heart, when you see your friend do this masterpiece, you're like, I wish I could draw. But you can't draw, you can talk. You can engage people. So your friend sees you in a place where you're having a talking engagement and you're just talking. You're just talking. And then out of what you're saying, it looks like it makes sense. And then you're done talking and then you speak to your friend and he's giving you some sort of attitude that he wishes the one talking. But it's the way that gets to you and then you know. Funny enough, when people are jealous of it, you know.
Yeah, because unconsciously they start to portray some attitude.
Yes, and built up jealousy becomes hatred.
So, jealousy in itself is bad.
Bad.
It's evil, not even bad. Because from jealousy we get hatred. From hatred, you don't know what the next step. The person might decide to kill you. We've seen the issue of friends getting jealous of their friends and they decide to take action. They say, maybe because this person is gifted in this area, maybe because this person has this thing that the other one do not have. The next thing is, let me just go and kill this person. That's the people in the world shall not. So when we find ourselves in situations where we have a jealous friend or we have a jealous colleague or whatever, how do we handle such people?
You know, why I laughed is because, you know, what came to my heart is, how did God handle jealousy? How did God handle jealousy in the first place? When the Bible talked about the devil, and then he just wanted to be like God.
Yeah.
And how did it come about that it was jealousy? Like, how would there be somebody and everybody, all the angels bowed to him?
And me, I'm just
and I'm here.
I know the Bible told us that he's like a choir master. He's the one in charge of all
with this sonorous voice. Seriously. So I'm supposed to be a big deal in this kingdom too. So why just God? I'm a big deal too. I have, and first of all,
matter.
I matter. And then, how did God handle it? Sending him out of the kingdom. So, we don't have a kingdom in a way, but you know that our space is like our kingdom.
Yes.
So there's a way that when you allow jealousy get to you and you allow it in your space, there's a way that it brings you down. So the best way to handle jealousy, honestly, is to cut off. Is to cut off. Not exactly not being friends with them anymore, but just create this boundary. Create the boundary. You know that, okay, in a place whereby if I take you to this place, you would be jealous of me, where we are. Don't take them.
Because if you what you just said now, I've seen situations where someone took another person, like a friend, they were friends, took the person to a certain setting, because the friend thought, okay, this is my G, this is my friend, nothing, the person does not have. So, but when the person got it, when the other friend got there, he was jealous and he later sabotaged the one that took him there. Wow. So I get your point of cutting off.
Yeah, because if jealousy really breaks down to hatred and all that, I just believe that you don't share all of your wins. Don't share all of your wins, because the more you share your wins, it's an attitude. And then if every attitude, if they are being fed on, they increase. So the way to feed on their jealousy, and honestly, in a way, I've gotten to learn that when it's an attitude, it is always left to the person to work on themselves. So there's a way that when somebody is jealous of you, and you go tell them that, you start, because they're your friends, you now start to express in the sense of, you don't have to, I'm sorry. There's a way you can't tell them that you're jealous of me. That you can't practically ask them you're jealous. So there's a way that you want them in your space, and you want to curb this attitude. And just the best way you want to do that is try to talk to them and make them see why you are like this, or why you got this thing. And now doing that every single time is like having an excuse for your win. So it's just best to just create a boundary.
So creating boundaries, not necessarily cutting off totally,
yes,
but not allowing some certain things in your space.
Exactly.
And can we pray for such people?
Okay.
Because a jealous person knows he or she has this jealous attitude. So I feel even if you pray for them, what if they are not even ready to let go? Because some people, it has become their way of life. Like, they don't see any good things. They will just run you.
Yeah. There's a way that I realize that when you relate with jealous people, and they start to downplay your wins, they try to downplay your becomings, and then they start to use some words on you like, that's not very nice. Like, you put your best to a thing, and then they make you see the loopholes in it. Most of the time when people make you see loopholes, and then they pick holes in things. Sometimes when you trace it down, are you actually jealous of what I am becoming, or what? And then sometimes it just creates this form of dislike towards them. But then, of course, we're supposed to pray for even our enemies. How much more your friends that are jealous of you. So it's just okay to just pray for them, and sometimes recommend books.
That's into Richard. But anyway, thank you. Thank you so much, Kelly. So in dealing with jealous people, the first thing you need to do is create a boundary, create a safe space for yourself. Do not let their negative energy, do not let it get to you, and cut them off from certain things can sabotage you from getting to that point you're going. And most importantly, everybody needs our prayer. Pray for them, and God is definitely going to do a wonderful thing in their life and turn their jealousy to love. So we've got to the end of today's episode, and I'm very sure you enjoyed this as much as I did. I'm thanking Pelumi again. Thank you so much. it's a pleasure having you on the show. I really appreciate you. And until we see next episode of Tea with Tutu, keep taking your tea.